Hello everybody, John Johnson with Corn Nation. I want to talk to you today about how you're defining success for the 2021 Nebraska football season. And note that I'm saying success. I know there's probably a lot of you who are probably thinking, well, if we get to a bowl game, that'll be good enough. 6-6 in a bowl game. That's not success. That's survival. And I'm not talking about Scott Frost's survival. Obviously, he's not going to get fired this year, no matter what happens, unless the team completely melts down, refuses to play for him, there's some kind of malfeasance discovered about in his life. But he's not getting fired this year for us going 5-7. You might question as to why he wouldn't, but he's not. I'm talking about 6-6 being survival for us continuing to be Nebraska fans. I mean, I run a website, and I talked to you about the fact that I probably have a mental illness in my obsession with Cornhusker football, and it's not going away. I've tried to make it go away sometimes. I even tried dying once, but it isn't going to go away. So I'll continue to be a fan, but we're going to lose people left and right if we don't get to a minimum of a bowl game. So that is not success, that's survival. So what is success? I've thought about this quite a bit actually, and I'm going to define success this season as going 8-4 and beating Iowa. Those two things. I know that we have one of the toughest schedules in the nation. Boo fucking who. We have a tough schedule. If you look at our first three games, okay, was it Illinois, Fordham, Buffalo? If we're not 3-0 heading into the Oklahoma game, we can pretty much, if we lose to Illinois, you might as well just tank this thing. But 8-4 minimum, beating Iowa, mostly because when you look at our schedule, and I'll do something on predictions later, I think that the teams we probably will lose to are Oklahoma and Ohio State, maybe Wisconsin, and then there's Iowa. And, if you lose 7 straight years to Iowa, that's way too old. There's no more of this shit. Because, I like abusing Iowans, and about their football anyway. That sounds kind of weird. But 7 years in a row losing to them shouldn't be tolerated. And even if we go 8-4 and we lose to Iowa, that's not success. Okay, beating Iowa has to be included in success because I said so. Here's the other thing: why wouldn't success include winning the Big Ten West? Because when you look at our division, is there anybody that's really terrifying? There's no Ohio State in our division. There's no team that's going to make the Big Ten or the college football playoff. Wisconsin, they got question marks. Iowa, everybody is kind of a level of dipshittery, quite frankly. And when you look at this Nebraska team, the Nebraska team that we've got coming in under Scott Frost this season, there is plenty of talent all around. Has it been seen on the field? No. Is that always the P word, potential? Yes. Why can't Nebraska win the Big Ten West? There's nobody that's overwhelming in our division. There's nobody that has all the pieces put together. So they're some daunting machine like Ohio State. I could have put a whole bunch of disclaimers on like this on if Martinez stays healthy, if the receiving core lives up to potential, if we find a starting running back and he makes 1,000 yards, if the defense can have more turnovers than the offense gives away, if, you can keep doing that, but it's really kind of gutless. Do you think, let me ask you this, because I like having discussions with people. Do you think success should be winning the Big Ten West? Or do you think success is going to a bowl game? Or do you think success is having an 8-4 record and beating Iowa? I am interested in hearing about what you think the level of success is for this team. And we're coming down to less than 2 weeks before the season starts. trying to get interested, trying to get the, you know, the Kool-Aid going. And I'm waiting for 1 week. I think I'm waiting for the 1 week before we start, and then I'll be ready to go. And that's mostly because other life is just overwhelming me right now. It's not your problem. I hope you're doing well. Go Big Red.